Hi everyone, welcome to Rock Bottom with Rhoda and Dan. I'm Dan.
And I'm Rhoda.
As we all know, the midterm elections are just a couple, 2 or 3 months away.
Yeah.
Many states have had their primaries. Many will be having them in the very near future.
Right.
The president is going, as the technical term, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
He's kind of losing it. Just in the last week and a half, he had a primetime address to which he wanted all of the networks to carry this. ABC having some guts. CNN also
Yeah.
said no. MS Now. Did you?
They did show it.
Not for long though.
Not for long. No. And CBS actually was the only one that of the
Big three.
big three that did it. But apparently they did fact checking along the way. So.
Okay. Well, good for them.
Yeah. Apparently they did.
So his whole idea on this address was to say, "Hey, we had other countries compromising us."
Right. During our 2020 election, which is weird because he was president during the 2020 election,
Right.
but apparently they kept it from him. So he just found out, and he wanted us to be the first to know. Thing is,
He's an idiot.
yeah, well, one of the main things he brought up was apparently China had compromised $220 million voter files. Now, when he says compromise, I don't think he knows.
I don't know
that they were
right.
compromised, but China got the voter files. But apparently, voter files up to from like 2013 to 2021 are available online, so a lot of people get them. It's not like any spy thing. It's not any somebody selling it to them or anything.
Right.
I imagine they probably have to pay to get it downloaded, but it's not like anybody couldn't have done it.
Well, it's open for anybody that wants
right.
it. I mean, if anybody that's willing to pay for it.
Right.
And my guess is that information, both parties like that information probably, correct?
Right. It's used for getting voter information is always helpful for every election to find out how the last one goes, and then how to maybe. They would say China probably was using it for propaganda. We're using it. Same thing. The electorate, the people running for election use it for election purposes, which is advertising their people and probably propaganda too, seeing what people would care about and what they voted for, what they didn't like.
But his whole idea on this speech was to what?
Well, he wanted to make it sound, and this is my personal opinion,
right?
And I imagine other people have the same thought. He wanted to make it sound like China stole the election in 2020.
Right.
That China interfered and actually changed votes. Well, no, that did not happen. That's not what happened. As we've said before, we've worked elections. These voter machines are not attached to the internet at all. They're not attached to each other at all.
Well,
so you may be able to screw up one voting machine, one counter, but you can't vote. You can't screw up all of them in the same polling place.
Let me tell you about how this thing works,
Right.
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. And Donald Trump knows this. All of his people should know this. Anybody that has ever worked with or has ever been associated with elections understands this.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, the ballot counters are never, ever, ever hooked up to the internet.
Right.
You cannot change it. All right? Also, within a few weeks of the election, the state, at least in Michigan, and I'm sure this is throughout the country, they go into every precinct, every township, every
every
county,
yeah.
and do what they call an accuracy test. They will take a stack of ballots and try to screw with it. All right? They try to screw with this.
Right.
They put in.
They try to vote for more than one person for
Yes.
an office. They try to make stray marks. They try to not fill it in all the way. Try to vote for something they're not. If sometimes you can only vote for like 3 judges and
Right.
you vote for 4 or things like that.
Yeah, it will not let
it
you.
won't let you do it. No,
It won't
no.
let you do it.
It will kick it out, and that's what it's supposed to do, and invalidate it. So that just doesn't happen. You can't go back and change the records. And they check to make sure that the tape agrees with the ballots.
Yes.
And if it doesn't, then we have to spend all night trying to figure out what's going on.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
We will get into in a really closer.
Yeah.
When we get closer to the election, we will talk about the elections. But don't let Donald Trump scare you into thinking that our elections are rigged, that some bad things have been going on, because it's pure bullshit.
Yeah.
Pure, unadulterated bullshit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The Chinese couldn't have taken the voter records and voted as you, for example. So
It's just not happening.
yeah. But since since they're so sure that illegal people are not illegal people, but illegal immigrants are voting in records, voting in record numbers all over the place. Apparently, they have to be voted in record numbers, because you couldn't change an election unless you're talking hundreds of thousands of people. So it can't happen. Each state has their own way of doing things. Each county, township, whatever that he was talking about, have their own way of doing things, but they all have to get to one place.
They all have to. Yeah, you're right. The day-to-day on the election day, they may count. Whatever. They may have the room set up different than we do.
Yeah.
The end result is, at the end of the day, the tape has to match the counter. All right?
And each township has their own setup. So
Absolutely.
unless they all get together, and believe me, we don't all get together and do everything the same way.
Absolutely.
And so even if one township decided to go rogue and make up a bunch of votes, which I don't know how they would do that, but let's say they did, that would be one township. It's not.
For that to happen, there would have to be so many people,
within that
people.
Township that would be in
Yeah.
And we have to have the same number of Democrats and Republicans working it. So do you really think we're all going to get together and work together for one side or the other? I don't think so. So anyway, that's our little
our little spiel. But I mean, it can't happen.
Yeah.
It can't happen. We will get more into this election thing
closer if we come to it. Yeah.
But it's just ludicrous that he is telling people, and people are listening to him. I've actually had some people that work the elections say, "Oh yeah, there's issues." Don't be stupid, okay? There just isn't. There just isn't.
Yeah.
They're hell bent on. Well, there isn't a problem here, but in the bigger cities, Chicago, that's where the problem is.
Yeah, because they don't vote just the way we do. Because
It's
they assume
insane.
everybody votes for the same things that they vote for, and if they don't, then something funny is going on. So
I guess what I'm saying is that this dude goes on primetime networks and tries to spew crap that anybody with any logic to them would understand that it can't happen.
Well, one of the things, mainly the thing he wants to get done is to pass the SAVE Act.
Tell me about that SAFE Act.
Yeah,
SAVE Act.
SAVE
I'm
Act.
sorry, not safe, but SAVE.
SAVE Act is going to, let's see, let me go.
If you can.
I can, just
Okay.
a second. What it wants to do, it wants to mandate documentary proof of citizenship, which is the DPOC. They want documentary proof of citizenship for all federal voter registrations, and they require a photo ID. Now, most states do, not most, but a lot of states, Michigan requires an ID. You can use your driver's license, and everything's fine. You register at the DMV, and now we have to have a real ID, which meets the the federal qualification. So that's great. That's great. I've never been married, so my ID matches my birth certificate, so I can vote. But for those of you who are married, so those are women that decide to take your husband's name, guess what? You can't vote if you can't get a real ID unless you're you can't vote unless your ID matches your birth certificate. So if you've changed your name because you're called, shithead, and you don't want to go through life being called that, and you change it, well, shithead can't vote because it doesn't match his birth certificate.
See, what I don't get,
yeah.
Nobody on the other side, let's just say this side, they don't see a problem with this.
But they don't. I don't think they understand, because like in Michigan, people are saying, "Well, I have to show my ID now." Well, yeah, and for part of the population, it's not going to be a problem, but for a certain part, it is going to be a problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you have to have in-person registration. We live in a rural area, and for those of you that live up in the UP, that's harder to do than you would think. In Texas, there are some districts that are like 200 miles long.
Yes.
So they have to go somewhere and register in person. I don't know if that's going to be grandfathered in, that if you've already voted and or if it's only going to be grandfathered in for the people that matter. I don't know. But you have to get and bring all your documentation, and hopefully your ID matches your birth certificate or whatever. You have to present it when you at the poll. You have to present your ID. Yep. And if an election official, like if I were working the election, Dan came in. I've known him for 50 years. I know it's Dan. I'm not gonna. But if somebody catches me not asking me for a driver's license, I can get up to 5 years in prison for doing that.
Absolutely.
So for all you people in. You just better watch what you're doing. You better get that ID. Let's see.
Please bear in mind that all of this crap is being done to prevent something from happening that never happened. Okay?
Right.
We've never had a problem. There hasn't been an issue.
No.
Has
there been times when somebody got their deceased parents' voting thing and said, "Oh, I know Mom would have voted for so and so, and I've done it"? Yeah, I think that probably has happened. Do you think that's often? No. Do you think that?
Do you think it made a difference to the election? Of course not.
No. Do you think? No. You do think like Dan moved to a different township?
Yep.
During the last presidential election, and he received ballots for both places, but. We work the township where he moved, and the clerk crossed him off because he'd moved, and another one had been issued in another township. They know because the state lets them know. Yeah, yes. So it's not as if he could have voted both places.
Could that have crossed? Maybe. But it was just a couple of weeks before the election, and he knew. Right. I mean, I went into the office and I said, "Hey, I got a ballot from the new place. He said, "Yep, I already know." He said, "Your other ballot has been destroyed."
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
So
you vote the new place, but
they catch this.
Yeah,
Okay, they
do.
catch it.
It's not like it's not.
It
doesn't happen.
And Trump's big thing is that
Yeah.
he thinks that illegal aliens are voting. Please.
Right.
Please.
Now, there was a screw up, and I can't remember which state it was, where there was a glitch in their system, and some illegal aliens were registered to
Right.
vote. Only there was like 1,600 of them, I think. 400 did vote, but they caught it. And the governor came out and said, "Hey, this happened during the last election. We've caught it. We're fixing it. It's a one-day thing. This happened, and they got on the thing." And I imagine the people that got ballots, that most of them obviously knew they couldn't vote, but some of them got it and thought, "Well, I got it.
I must be able
I must
to.
be able to."
I must be able
So they did, but
I mean, these
but that
people
was like
didn't-
400 voters. It doesn't make a difference in the long scheme of things. So.
I mean, yes,
And
it
they came
does
right
happen.
out and said, "Okay, this happened, and we found it." And
But it doesn't happen enough to come
Yeah.
up with this stupid SAFE Act,
yeah,
because it wasn't a glitch because some illegal came in, or non-resident. Let's just call them non-citizens,
yes.
okay? Because illegals make it sound so
right, like they're
blah,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But they're non-citizens.
yeah.
They didn't do this intentionally.
No.
They
No.
didn't. It's not as if they went to the office and said, "Hey, I need to vote, and here's my new name."
Yes.
They don't do that.
I don't have an ID or anything, but I'll just take my word for it. That just doesn't happen.
He's trying to fix something that is not broke. Does stuff happen? Sure, stuff
Yes.
does happen.
Oh yeah.
But not enough to matter.
No.
And this has got to be a township or a county thing. All right,
And
they have
really,
to work on it.
it really does work better having it down to the different levels. I think. Instead, and they want to federalize it. They want to make it so that it's that you have to follow a list of people that they have that they say can vote. Well, I'm sorry, I don't trust the federal government anymore. So I'm not trusting them to say I'm going to be, that I can be on that.
We have worked enough elections to know that this stuff just doesn't happen. I mean, so rare that you can say it just doesn't happen. It's so crazy. But we are talking about a man that can't admit that he lost in 2020.
Right.
So it has to be a rigged election for him to have lost. Dude,
Right.
you're a loser. Okay?
Yeah.
Admit it. You're a loser.
One of the things they want to do is they want to build a data lake where they're going to merge everything from the IRS, the Social Security Administration, the Department of Labor, and Health and Human Services. They're saying that the Social Security documents may be stale. They may not have everything up to date, or any of these can be unreliable.
Oh.
So what do you do if all of your information doesn't match? Then they're going to say, well, then you must not exist, or there's a problem with it. They may push you out. I don't know. I don't know that I would trust any of these things.
I trust my local.
Yeah, I do.
I trust my local.
Yeah.
Because I think the feds are way behind.
And they're huge. It's a huge bureaucracy. Do you really think? And I don't know if you noticed this or not, but they let go a lot of new people. A lot of people. Dodge let go of a lot of people. And do you really think that they're keeping up with everything? I don't. But
Well,
that's
I don't
just
trust
me.
anybody that this
Yeah.
administration has in their
Yeah.
administration. I guess I just don't trust any of these people. I don't trust any of them. I don't think any of them know what the hell they're doing.
The League of Women Voters started a class action lawsuit challenging these things, because saying this is.
Are they challenging the SAFE Act?
They're challenging the national database part of it. And the court has said they ordered the judge, the administration, to end and disentangle the database because they wanted to say they had violated the privacy rights in a manner that threatened the sacred right to vote. So these because what they were going to do is purge people. It wasn't going to they were going to add people to they were going to get rid of people. And
guess who's the first people that will be off of there?
Yeah, that's
if you have a D on the other
even,
side,
So they want right now. States set the time, the place, and the manner of elections, but Congress can make a law to make or alter such regulations. So some people are saying that the Congress has the ultimate power to preempt the state statutes and protect the integrity. And that's part of the SAVE Act that gave Congress that approval, or that by passing the SAVE Act, that's within Congress's power to do something like that. I don't know. I don't know that that's a thing, but by doing this though, by making it so.
SAVE Act up there.
Yeah.
Whoops! I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. That is. Whoops! Hang on. I'll find it. I got it.
One of the things that to get a U.S. passport, you have to send in your Social Security number and other things to prove your identity. So that's one of the things that you can have. And apparently, to get a passport, it's like $165. You're not supposed to have to pay to get.
To vote.
To vote, right? It's bad enough that you're going to have a driver's license or an ID that you're going to have to buy. But yeah, $165 to vote. And if you lose your naturalization certificate, it can cost over $1,000 to get it replaced. Over 51% of Americans do not have a valid passport. So if they were going to
over how much?
Over 51% do not have a valid passport.
Oh, I believe that. I got mine just in the last few years.
Me
and
too.
I'm 100 years old.
Yeah.
So.
And it raises to 80% of households that earn below $50,000. So if you're poor, you you just don't have one. And then the 69 million women that who would lack a birth certificate that matched their current legal name, they're screwed. Actually, I guess if you get your marriage license and your birth certificate and present both of them.
Just to vote.
Just to vote. And I imagine it costs you to get your marriage, if you've lost your marriage certificate. I don't know, some people keep them, I guess, but yeah. In the 30 largest western U.S. counties, voters live an average of 260 miles from an election office.
Wow.
So some of those places that have gone right to mail-in voting, so that's not going to be allowed anymore. You're going to have to go and present your ID. So
now, luckily with this SAFE Act, it has to pass through the House and the Senate, correct?
Yes, and it keeps passing through the House for different ways. They've passed it, but to get through the Senate, it has to be passed by a 60 vote. And so far,
they'll never get it.
Never going to get that, no. But to get to that, to try to get people to pass that vote, to try to do it, they're keeping money away from them, like money that goes to FEMA, money that goes to Homeland Security, SWAT team, things like that. Mm-hmm. They're keeping them from states. So that Congress has said you can have, and that they've always had. But these states are like, I don't know if you noticed this, but a lot of terrorist things happen, like in New York City.
Yeah.
And so New York State has this huge thing that the federal government helps keep up, because they're a target so much. So apparently we're just going to let New York handle that themselves from now on. Or,
Yeah.
it's kind of
It's
like...
called a bully system.
It's bullying them into to trying to get it through.
Trump is saying, you either pass
Yeah.
my bill that's going to screw lots of people, or we're going to screw you.
Right.
So either way, he's going to screw with people.
So like 25 states are suing FEMA to get them to stop holding their
Holding
money.
back the money.
Yeah.
As well they should.
A lot of people are starting to think that, you know, how the economy was like the major thing.
Yeah.
Things, but apparently right now, democracy is like the thing. People
Wow.
are worried about
Go
that.
figure.
I mean, not by a lot, 28%, but still, it's up there.
Go figure. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of states, whether they have a Democrat or Republican governor, really not happy having that taken away from them. So
No.
yeah, I just don't know.
But see, that's what he does.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what he does. If you don't play by his rules, he is going to somehow make your life a living hell, because that's what he does.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he does. He's
Yeah.
always done that.
Yeah.
So we were talking before about this stupid little prime time thing that he put on the 16th of July. He decided that he needed to address the nation,
Because people don't realize how awful. The thing is, all the things he brought up are stuff that has been declassified and it's been out there for a while, and
Absolutely.
people were aware of it. It wasn't anything new. It wasn't anything earth-shattering.
But
Yeah.
ABC, I believe NBC, CNN. Of course, CNN doesn't count. Okay, so let's just take that off the board right now. The only ones that matter are the big three or four. All right, but I don't think Fox.
Fox is going to do it.
Yeah,
if it's
Fox. Fox doesn't have the Fox television network. Doesn't. I don't believe.
Oh, they don't
run
have a
those.
national. They don't have a national. broadcasting thing.
But ABC and NBC said, "Screw you. We're not running this because it's just." I think the networks as a whole are getting tired of saying, "Look, I don't have the time, the energy, or the manpower to sift through the crap."
Right.
So we're not gonna
We can't just
run
let
it
it
because
stand
it's
like
not
that.
that important. It's not that important.
Yeah, and the next day hardly anybody talked about it. Even it's not a thing.
But he's pissed.
Yeah.
He's pissed that they didn't run it, and of course he's threatening again to take their license, which of course they don't have a license. Okay. The stations have a license, but the networks don't have a license. But he doesn't understand that whole concept because he's not a bright man. He's not a bright man.
No. Apparently, there was a Utah review of 2 million voters that found one non-citizen registration
Right.
wasn't allowed to vote, registered, and then they did not count him. So.
Because they caught it. They caught it before it happened.
Right. So, and they flagged 0.04%, 0.04 of those to verify because they might not have been, and most of them were just naturalized citizens that had a stale record. So they just once they got it updated, the vote went through. So because they were allowed to vote, but they just didn't have it updated yet. So I don't know.
Again, I think we're trying to. He's trying to fix something that there's not a big enough problem for it. He's causing more trouble. Trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist.
And he's bringing up things that were rehashed during the 2020 aftermath of that election, and all the cases they brought forth, 60 some cases, only one of them actually was a technicality. So everything else they lost. So give it up. Move on. You won again. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Just so we bring these up because the election is so close. Many states are already had their primary, or they are going to have their primary in the next couple of weeks. I believe that Michigan's one of the last. We started our 9-day early voting yesterday, but I think you have to have the primaries. I think most primaries are done by August, September, and then we're off to the general.
Yeah.
So the man is running scared because he can see a possible blue wave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, before we go on this show, we have not addressed the death of Lindsey Graham.
Oh no, we haven't. We haven't. That.
I've got to just say, I feel bad for his family.
Right.
I will never say Lindsey Graham was a wonderful politician, because Lindsey Graham was not a good politician.
No.
I would never say a nice thing as far as what he has done as a politician.
No, I can't think of anything.
But he was there more years than he probably should have been.
I've heard he's a really good caddy, though.
I bet.
But other than that, I don't know. Yeah.
So they lost Lindsey, which is kind of weird because everybody assumed that it was going to be Mitch.
I know.
And Mitch keeps on hanging in there because, by God, he's a fighter, and he is doing very well wherever he may be.
Right. Well, I heard last time he was spotted with Elvis. So hey.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye out for him. I'm sure. Oh, what is it? August 4th or 5th? We'll know for sure. We'll be seeing some information on Mitch sometime after that. But anyway.
So that's it for this particular session. Yes. What do we got coming up? We're going to be talking about the White House Correspondents, right?
Right. Soon. Yes. That. Yep. I heard that was a hoot, and Donald Trump just slayed with his speech. So
he is so funny.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that guy knows how to tell a good joke.
Oh yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
He is just another. He's something. He's definitely something.
Yeah.
So that's coming up, and of course we'll talk some more about the election that's coming up. All that and a whole lot more. Do you have anything?
Nope, that was it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching.
All right. Thank you.